Can't Stop Cursing You Volumes 2 and 3 review. Back in June 2021, Yen Press began releasing the mystery series, Can't Stop Cursing You in English. After the intriguing first installment, I returned a year later with the second and third volumes and had to find out if the series manages to continue providing an interesting read. Having solved the case of the cursed killer in Volume 1, protagonist Sayama is moving on to a new case where a woman has wound up dead, with strange burn-like marks covering her entire body. It's clear to Sayama immediately that this is the work of a new cursed killer, and luckily for him, the culprit has already turned herself in. Her name is Yami Akino, and she is demanding to see a curse breaker. A cursed killer is immediately given the death penalty under Japanese law. So for Yami, they have turned herself in. Sayama suspects she's playing some kind of game, and it turns out he's right. Yami reveals that as soon as she made a contract with her cursed god, she put a curse of 5 people on that doesn't immediately kill them. She challenges Sayama to figure out how her curse works, why she cursed these people, and that the put stopped her for within 24 hours. In exchange, Yami promises to give Sayama details of the Cursed Blood, a group who seems to have some kind of connection to the cursed killers popping up recently. Just like in Volume 1, the storyline is wrapped up within the book, and then in Volume 3, we move on to another cursed killer. This one sees Yamasaki's Sayama's assistant. School under attack once again, but a mysterious transfer student joined his class. This cursed killer curses 3 kids, giving them 666 seconds to tag someone else to read to themselves. If the curse or die when the timer ends, it's up to Sayama on the curse side to figure out who the cursed killer is. While Yamasaki feeds him information for the scene and works with the transfer student who could be friend or foe. With this case and enjoyable as standalone storylines, I fear we readers will get the resolution we're hoping for to the overarching plot in the finale next volume. Drawn these 2 books, we meet some new character and learn about the cursed blood and dribs and drabs, but nothing indicates that it can be all wrap up in a handful of chapters. That's definitely going to take away from the whole series should it be the case, but I suppose that we can do is wait and see when Volume 4 comes out. That concern aside, I'm certainly enjoying reading these books, particularly Volume 2 where we change settings from the school and got to see Sayama doing what he does best and trying to outwit the culprit, coupled with mangaka Natsuko Oroma striking a very gory artwork. I feel that this volume is the one that best delivers on the premise of the first book. Volume 3 is more disappointing because, although the way the cursed killer utilizes their curse is the original, I prefer not going back to the school for a second time, but there are so many other situations the author could have chosen instead. But again, the improvements in the artwork department compared to Volume 1 do make for a better read on the whole. There are fewer dialogue fill panels and more action, which flows better rather than bogging down the reader. Can't Stop Cursing You Volumes 2 and 3 comes to the West thanks to Yen Press. It continues to be translated by Christina Rose with lettering by Horatio J. Pearce. The translation reads well with no issues to note, like Volume 1. Both of these releases open with a color illustration, which is a nice extra. Volume 4 is currently not in the English schedule and only came out in Japan in April, so it looks like we might be waiting a while before we conclude this one, unfortunately. Overall, Can't Stop Cursing You continues to be an enjoyable read, provided you enjoy the central concept of Sayama solving these cases. When I am concerned about how things are going to wrap up in just one more installment. That doesn't necessarily take away from the story being told in these books. 7 out of 10.